rights group, Syrian regime behind mass killings, ABC News. Now, NJ Boardwalk fire. American jihadi killed. Twitter IPO. Dehumidifier recall. Colorado flooding. Good Morning America. World News. Nightline. 20/20. This week. Sign in. Home. Video. U.S. World. Politics. Entertainment. Tech. Health. Lifestyle. Money. Shows GMAs. World News. Nightline. 20/20. This week. More investigative. Money. Good news. Photos. ABC News vertical line Univision. Live. Weather preferences. Cancel. Set. Home. Video. U.S. World. Politics. Entertainment. Tech. Health. Lifestyle. Money. More investigative. Good news. Photos. ABC News vertical line Univision. Live. Home greater than international. Rights group. Syrian regime behind mass killings. Beirut September 13, 2013 AP. By Barbara Surk Associated Press. An international human rights group on Friday accused Syrian government forces and pro-regime militias of carrying out summary executions earlier this year that left at least 248 people dead in two predominantly Sunni Muslim towns along the Mediterranean coast. The allegations by Human Rights Watch came as intense negotiations by top American and Russian diplomats were underway in Geneva over securing President Bashar Assad's chemical arsenal implicated in the alleged chemical attack near Damascus last month that killed hundreds. It was the August 21 attack in the sprawling Damascus suburb of Ghouta that prompted the U.S. to threaten Assad's forces with a military strike. Washington and its allies said Syrian government troops fired warheads that contained a nerve agent into the suburb, most likely sarin. The U.S. says more than 1,000 people were killed in the attack. Other estimates put the death toll at 500, at the least. More than 100,000 people have been killed so far in Syria's civil war. The New York-based group said in its new report, released Friday, that mass killings took place in the towns of Beta and Banias on May 2 and 3. It said the report was based on accounts of people and witnesses who saw or heard government and pro-government forces detain and then kill their relatives. The group's activists interviewed 15 Beta residents and 5 from Banias, as well as survivors and local activists to compile a list of names of 167 people killed in Beta and 81 in Banias. The two towns are predominantly populated by Sunni Muslims, who dominate the armed revolt against Assad's regime. They are located in Syria's coastal areas, the heartland of the ruling Alawite sect, an offshoot of Shiite Islam and a group that the president also belongs to. While the world's attention is on ensuring that Syria's government can no longer use chemical weapons against its population, we shouldn't forget that Syrian government forces have used conventional means to slaughter civilians, said Joe Stork, the acting Middle East director at HRW. Survivors told us devastating stories of how their unarmed relatives were mowed down in front of them by government and pro-government forces. In the 68-page report released Friday, HRW says it has witness accounts and video evidence to support claims that the overwhelming majority of the victims in the two towns were killed after military clashes ended and opposition fighters had retreated from the area. Most of the victims were shot at close range, the group said, adding that the actual number of casualties is likely to be higher as it's difficult to access the area, Banias in particular, to account for the dead. On the morning of May 2, Syrian government forces and militiamen clashed with opposition fighters near Beta, the town of about 7,000 residents, mostly Sunnis. Witnesses told HRW that rebels retreated in early afternoon, when government troops entered the town, doing house-to-house searches. Over a period of 3 hours, they entered homes, separated men from women, rounded up the men of each neighborhood in one spot, and executed them by shooting them at close range, the report said. HRW activists documented the names of at least 23 women and 14 children, including infants, killed in that incident, the report said. Page 1. Vertical line 2. Viewed single page. Join the discussion. You are using an outdated version of Internet Explorer. Please click here to upgrade your browser in order to comment. Please enable JavaScript to view the comments powered by Disqus. Blog comments powered by Disqus.